Hey guys, back at it with the S13, and I just wanted to show you guys a couple things here. This car is an absolute mess. I already started tearing a couple of things off of it, like the downpipe and the wastegate. It's pretty much all eBay stuff. And check this out. Here is, I'll just show you this real quick. Here is the downpipe from the turbo out. And you can see, if you really pay attention, there's no O2 bung on this anywhere. Nope, no O2 bung. I don't know how that quite worked. I'm gonna have to look for the wiring in here. I don't even know if it's got wiring for it. The wiring harness looks like an absolute nightmare, like it's been hacked up or something. I mean, here we go. Take a look at this. I think that's for the MAF. And I guess this is the ground right there. And then the wiring just, it's all run all over the place. I mean, I'll get it straightened out, but once I figure out where everything goes. But check how close that is to that, to the turbo opening. I mean, it's just hodgepodge together. Doesn't look too great. You know, check all this out up here. It's Nightmare City. This is actually an eBay turbo. Probably $100, $125 maybe. The good thing about it though is that it's got all fully welded aluminum intake piping all the way through to the intercooler. So it's all been welded. You got a coupler here, one coupler down on the intercooler here, and then one coupler on the intercooler down here, and then just this one. It's all been welded up, which is really, really nice. I like that. And so I'm getting started on tearing this apart. If I come across anything else that I find interesting, I'll show it here. It's pretty funny actually. But so I'm going to get started, more tear down. I'm going to get this turbo off of here tonight, I think. I might get this manifold off. I don't know how far I'm going to get. I already got the intake off tonight, but see how far we can get on this little thing before I get tired of looking at it. Hey, check this out. So this bolt right here, it's going to be hard to see it, but that thing isn't even tight. And I can kind of see why. Probably hard to get a wrench down in there. So what you probably have to do is you got to take off all these bolts that hold the compressor side to the turbo, and then remove this section, and then you can get to that bolt and tighten that. And of course, reassembly, when you want to put everything back together, you got to slide the turbo up into that exhaust side. I don't think I can get to that, but that's not even tight. I've already loosened these other three though, got those out. So I'll probably have to go back and loosen all these. And I don't know what size that is. Doesn't look like a 7/16, so it might be a little bit bigger than that. Maybe it's an 11 or 12 millimeter. I'll try it out here. Underneath here, there you have these bolts that go around the outside, but on the underside there's one that's really hard to get to because your oil drain is in the way. So if you can, loosen as many of these as you can, and then try to clock your turbo here to get it away. As you can see, if I try to get my wrench down in there to turn that, I can't do it that way. I have to do it this way, and even then it can be kind of tight. So if you clock it like that, then you can work a little bit quicker. Just a little tip. Okay, so now all the bolts are loosened out, and now it's just a matter of sliding that out. And now you can see that I can get to that last bolt right there. So I'll have this off in a jiffy. It's kind of hard to tell. It almost looks like an eBay manifold, but if anybody knows what kind of manifold this is, or whatever it's a copy of, feel free to chime in. Let me get some light on here if I can. There we go.
Which cuts through tough kitchen messes, treats laundry stains, and even tackles grease buildup on cars. Tackle tough greasy messes around your home and save money with Dollar Tree. Learn more. Talk to you about that.
On the third catch of the year for Albert Battalion. Was forced to catch up tonight with collision with Sendeo.
So I apologize for not really showing a lot of the engine removal process, but it was actually pretty easy. Wiring harness came out, all just left it in the car. You know, maybe 7 or 8 transmission bolts, 2 engine mounts, and the thing popped right out. Very, very, very easy. And we got it over here on the engine stand now, and it's partially torn down. What we did is we went out and we picked up another long block, and we're transferring all the bits over to the new engine, and I'll show that here. And here it is now. It's pretty much ready to go back in. A couple things we got to do is get the pressure plate on there. We already got the flywheel on there. Get the pressure plate on there. Maybe other couple little small things on the engine, and then it's ready to go back in the car. Installing the used engine. You want to pull it forward?
Towards me?
Yeah, because it's starting to swing back here. There we go.
Not too much.
Nope, that's good.
Close to the fuse box on this side. I'm trying to.
Yeah, push on it right here, see if you can get that in, locked in there. Oh, I think there it is. Yep, it's in. Nice. Ooh.
Easier than expected.
She's in, guys. Alright guys, there it is. It's fully installed and it is bolted down to the mounts. See if I can get a shot of the mount right there. Yep, there's one mount. And there's the other mount. It's fully bolted down, tight to the bolted down the transmission. Just got to put the turbo back on, a couple other little things, and radiator, of course, and hopefully I can have this thing fired up relatively quickly for you, and we can see how she sounds. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this one.